I would scream, I would kick, I would try to get out. I was so scared. Hello, hi, and welcome back to my channel, you gorgeous people out there. If you have never seen my face before, hi, I'm Becky. Nice to meet you. How are you? I hope you all are doing just great. And I hope you're gonna stick around and enjoy my video. So today I want to do my first ever Q&A video. If you don't know what that means, it's questions and answers, because I have just hit 100 subscribers. I love my little YouTube community, and I thought for the people that don't know me personally, that have subscribed to my channel recently, I want to give you all an insight on who I am, what I do and stuff. So I posted on Instagram and on Facebook for you all to ask me stuff, and I've gotten a bunch of questions together, so I think we're just gonna dive right in. Yeah, the first question is a totally generic question. How old am I? I am 22 years old, turning 23 this year, born 1998. Where are you from? I'm from a little small countryside town in Germany, in South Hesse to be exact, and I loved growing up here. I think it's just awesome. If you don't have to be in the middle of the city, you can just take a walk and in 5 minutes you're in the woods and everything, so my heart is here. Then people just ask for my hobbies. I don't know, I would consider animals in general my hobby. I love all kinds of animals, and whenever I see them, I love to spend time with them. I do have a cute little dog, and I do have 3 geckos, and currently the geckos are actually a really big hobby of mine. Hobby and love and passion, because I keep on redecorating their enclosure. I try to raise or make the eggs hatch that my geckos laid and everything, so they're just a huge hobby of mine and I love them. Besides that, obviously, I think you can tell from my content and everything, I love all kinds of art. I love being creative. I love doing makeup, doing nails, but that's just a result from my artist side, because I just really love drawing. I love coloring. I love building things. I really, really love art. And I would say nature in general, if that can be a hobby, I am obsessed with walking into beautiful nature, experiencing new places and everything. Love going in the woods, just breathing and walking through the woods and everything. Sometimes I love walking on mountains, hiking, you know, but I don't like the stressful type of hiking. I want to relax, I want to walk, maybe take a break in between. I love doing that. And besides, what I've currently realized, what one of my biggest hobbies probably is going to concerts. And I didn't even know it was such a big thing for me, and that I did it this often in my life until the current situation started and you couldn't go on concerts anymore. And I don't know, I started to become very devastated over not being able to go to concerts. And when I listened to the radio, I realized, oh, I've been to this concert and I've been to that concert, and I really love the experience. I really love the memories. And even if I'm not a big fan of the person whose concert I go to, I just love the experience of a concert. So that is a big hobby of mine. So overall, we can say art, nature, animals, and concert. So music. Music in general. I love music. Oh yeah, and traveling, obviously. I love to visit new places, new cultures, and that is also a thing I'm missing currently. Next question. What do you find important in life? What I find important in life, I mean, the number one and really only thing that comes to my mind, that I think no matter what you do, no matter what your goals are, is being happy. I think everybody's goal should be to be happy, and I personally always strive to becoming the happiest person I can be. So this is the most important thing for me in my life and for all the people around me as well. I want others to be happy and I want myself to be happy. So that is what's important for me. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years, and what are your future plans? probably, I mean, in 5 years, probably still studying. But in 10 years, I see myself in a little house or apartment with 1, 2, or 3 dogs. I'm not quite sure. A few geckos, and being by myself. I actually don't see myself with a partner or anything, but I do see myself with lots of pets. And I see myself as a paleontologist. So half of the time being home in a cute little apartment or house with my beautiful pets, and the other half of the time being a paleontologist, traveling the world and digging for bones. Then next question is, what's the first thing you notice when seeing a person for the first time? The first thing I always notice, that's probably so typical and so stereotypish, I don't know, but I really pay a lot of attention to a person's smile. If it seems like, if it seems fake, if it's real or not. And I already have like a click with a person whenever I have the feeling that they have an honest smile. And also kind of the nose, because I don't know, I have kind of issues with my nose. I don't like it too much. So I pay lots of attention to other people's noses, because most of the time I think they're like so beautiful, and I'm like, oh, you're so pretty, you have such a cute nose, So these are my first things that I look at. Definitely face. And then people ask me which characteristics are the most important for me in people, and other people ask me what characteristics are the most important for me in men. For me, that's the same thing. The characteristics that I want in a person around me is the same characteristics I want in men. I want to get along with all the people around me, right? So the characteristics I find most important is honesty. If you lie, even if it's just like a white lie, I really am not okay with it, unless it's about a surprise party. Or I don't even know, I wouldn't even lie about something like that. I would probably just not say anything, you know what I mean? And just avoid the topic. But lying, to me personally, is such a big pet peeve. Like, I know everybody wants everybody around them to be honest, but I am so strict about this. Like, if somebody lies to me about something small, I'm like, why? Like, what else are they lying to me about? So I do not understand lying, I do not support lying, and I definitely do not want anybody lying to me. I'm not easily offended if you tell me you just don't want to do something right now because you're lazy and you want to lay in bed instead of going out with me or whatever. That's fine to me, but don't lie to me and say that you're busy or whatever if you're not. That's just an example. That's such a tiny lie that everybody does, but I cannot stand it. So honesty is the most important characteristic to me in a person. And what I've learned throughout past relationships and past friendships and whatever, what I find equally as important is being an accepting person. You know what I mean? Accepting others and not being judgmental. If you're a judgmental person and judge somebody for anything, their appearance, their sexuality, their skin color or whatever, that is an immediate turn off for me, and I will run as fast as I can. I will run from you and never go back. Like, stop being judgmental, just love everybody. Why do you care what somebody else looks like or who they're attracted to or whatever the hell? You know what I mean? This is so important to me, because that means basically if you will change your hair color or your hairstyle or wear a different type of makeup or whatever, this person is gonna judge you, and this person will not like you as much as they did before, so they're not real friends or partners or whatever. So not being judgmental, so being an accepting person is important to me, as well as being honest. Do you have any phobias? Yes, I do. So the first one might not be really realistic. It's not realistic, but I do have a weird feeling when it comes to dolls. I cannot stand dolls because I have like a tiny, nothing compared to other people's traumas, but I have a tiny trauma from when I was really young, when a classmate told some horror story about Chucky. Back then I didn't even know who Chucky is and that there was a movie about it. I had no idea, and I'm glad, because that would have probably made it worse. But they told the story, we were like, I don't know, 6 or 7, and this one affected me a lot and I couldn't sleep for a while. I was always scared. I threw out all my dolls, and I don't know, since then I really do have a really bad relationship to dolls. All kinds of dolls, no matter if it's stuffed dolls, no matter if it's any dolls, really. I'm scared of dolls. I don't want them near me. Their eyes, everything just scares the poop out of me. I want to stay away from dolls as far as I can. And then the most realistic phobia I probably have is water. That sounds really weird, and for me it's really hard to explain as well. I know there's a name for it though. I might throw it up somewhere here. I'm not scared of like water dripping down a pipe or water that I drink from a glass, but I'm scared of huge bodies of water. You know what I mean? Like I'm scared of lakes, the ocean. But that's so terrible to me because I'm also a water rat, so I love swimming. I love the feeling of being in water and everything. But I always have the feeling that something's gonna creep up underneath me. I usually always describe this as like the fear of sharks. But back in the day when I was a kid, I had the same feeling in the bathtub and I knew there were no sharks. I mean, I still kind of do, but like right now, you know, I'm smarter, I've learned a little bit, I have common sense, so I'm not that scared anymore in a bathtub, but I still have like this uncomfortable feeling when I'm in a huge body of water. I know a lot of people have that, but I really do have an unnormal amount of that fear. I'm not joking around with this. I don't think that's a joke. I don't think anybody should not take that seriously because that is so mean, because I'm really so scared of it. And back in the day, for example, my dad, he would find it funny and he would just take me and swim with me out in the water. I would scream, I would kick, I would try to get out. I was so scared. Like, you know, I need the water to be clear. I need it where I can still stand, and even then, like, it doesn't matter. It's so scary. I really can't describe it, but I know a lot of people have that. Then the other thing, it's called a phobia as well, but it's not really a fear. It's more, I don't know, it's just an aversion type of feeling. I feel uncomfortable. I feel disgusted. I could throw up or whatever. Wait, there's a name for it. I wrote it down. Trypophobia. So to me, when I used to describe it to my parents or whatever, that was parallel holes or parallel things sticking out somewhere. For example, beehives with bee larvae in it, or butterfly eggs. Ooh, terrible. Big, really big hair, for example, from a sea lion or whatever, the beard hair that they have. That's, I don't know, I can't stand it. I really don't know what it is. It's so bad. Pomelos. I'm gonna show you all here what it is. It's like a huge type of citrus fruit. It tastes delicious, but when you open it up, on the inside, like the little skin that is around each piece of the pomelo opens up in the middle. An orange sometimes has that too, but it's so small that it's not too terrible for me. I can stand it, but with pomelos, there's like these little pieces sticking out in the middle, parallel next to each other. They creep me out. I don't know what it is. It's really bad. I can't stand it. Or if you like cut yourself accidentally with a tape cutter or whatever, you know, and then you have like parallel cuts next to each other and wounds that are open. Yeah, so these are my phobias. Please don't use them against me, okay? I'll come for you. Who is your biggest role model or idol? So if you would have asked me back like half a year ago, I would have probably said Eminem as an idol. Not necessarily a role model in the sense, you know, he's done things that I wouldn't want to go to. He didn't have a really good life. It was hard for him, so I wouldn't want to be him. But he's a role model in the sense, or an idol in the sense, that he has changed the world to a certain extent, and he has tried to combine people. That is really important to me. But nowadays, for me, I think, is that even a question? I think you all know by this point. My biggest role model, my biggest idol, the person I think everybody should listen to an interview of. Like, the person I think that is going to be responsible for saving the world and humanity. in a few years is Youngblood, aka Dominic Harrison from Britain. Why, you ask? Same reason. He connects people and he tries to spread love and acceptance. And I have never seen anybody, any celebrity, any star, any person in my personal life, I have never seen anybody dedicating their entire life, their career, and everything they do to spreading love and to connecting people and to being truthful and accepting. So to me, Youngblood is the hero of the century, and he should be way more famous than he is currently. And everybody should listen to him and everybody should pay attention to what he has to say, because he's really smart and he's super loving. If everybody in this world would think the way Dom thinks, the world would be such a good place. People would just spread love and be nice to each other. I don't know, y'all. Seriously, this mindset needs to be put in so many other people's brains. It needs to be spread worldwide. Alright, next question is, are you studying or do you work? Currently, I work in a phone and parcel shop, and that is not because I learned it or this is my choice of job or whatever, but that is because I was in America for 2 years after high school. Then I came back and I needed something immediately because I wanted to earn money. And while I applied for college or figured out what I wanted to do in life, I was just doing a mini job to earn some money. And then the current situation started happening, the virus, and I was really lucky to have this job because let me tell you one thing, most of my friends lost their jobs or couldn't work at this time, and I was still in a parcel shop working because we still had to send out packages, you know? So I was able to earn money while everybody else had to do online college or lost their jobs. And I currently still do this job because I'm kind of hoping that the situation is gonna go by soon, because I'm not the biggest technology freak and I get a headache when I'm working on a laptop for too long, so I really want to avoid online college, but I don't want to wait much longer to do college. So I'm probably gonna start college within this year. Then question. These are 3 questions or 4 questions when I see this correctly. Why did you go to the US? What did you do over there? What did you like? And why did you come back to Germany? Since I was like 13 or whatever, I've always wanted to do an exchange year or a year in a different country. I always envisioned doing something with animals in a different country, but honestly that was so expensive. It was almost impossible to find something to be affordable, so I ended up as an au pair. I went to the United States, and I chose this country because I was in the United States before for a student exchange and I loved the mentality over there. It was amazing. I love the people there. They're so nice. They're so open-minded, so sweet, and don't spread that much hatred and stress as Germans do. So I really enjoyed my time over there, and for a long time I thought I was gonna move to America. I really wanted to. That was my goal in life, actually, for probably 5 years or more before I went to the United States. And when I were over there, I still thought the same things. I thought the people were amazing and everything, but the longer I was there, the less I wanted to move there. It still feels like a second home to me, but like I couldn't move there. I missed so much about Germany. I missed the food. I missed the woods. Like, it sounds crazy, you know, there's so many national parks in America, but I feel so much more free in Germany. You can just walk somewhere randomly in the woods where there's paths going through the woods where you can go. And wherever I was in America, it was not that easy to find something like that. And if you found something like that, most of the time it was a national park. So they had open and closing times. They didn't allow dogs or whatever, and I'm a huge dog person. Also, you need a car to go everywhere. Everything is just spread so far apart. And in Germany, you have like these little towns in one spot where there's everything you need to live, and then we have a little distance for the next town and whatever. And in America, there's like, you know, everything spread apart that you have to drive everywhere. That's just not my cup of tea. So that's why I came back. Then I have 2 questions that are kind of the same. One was, which places would you like to travel to? And the other one was, if you had the choice to visit a country for 1 month, which one would it be? I really love traveling and I want to see a lot of different countries. One of my top 10 are Vietnam, Canada, South Africa, and I think I would choose South Africa to stay for 1 month. And somebody asked me, how did I pop up with geckos? How did I get the mindset to get geckos? How did I get to my geckos? And if I plan on having any more, or how my plans are going with them. And I always wanted geckos. They were always in my mind, planned for later on. I'm going to have geckos. I knew that. I love reptiles. My favorite animals are crocodiles. And as you know, I want to study paleontology, so I love dinosaurs. I'm just obsessed with those kind of reptiles, you know? And geckos are such cute kind of reptiles. They have like those knobs on their fingers and they can climb on a piece of glass, and it's so cute. Always loved geckos since I was a little child, always. So yeah, I love geckos, but it was not planned to get geckos so early on in my life. But I visited a friend of mine, hi Jana, if you're watching, shout out to you. She works in a place where she has to take care of a lot of animals, and lots of her co-workers oftentimes have lots of reptiles, and they always have animals, mainly reptiles, to give away. At that point, when I visited my friend and she showed me her workplace, she said, oh, we have a few geckos to give away. And I was like, oh, you cannot tell me this. I love geckos. I've always wanted geckos. Do not tell me this. I will take them all on with me. And yeah, that's kind of what happened. And yes, I do plan on getting more. I'm planning on getting 2 crested geckos, female, so they won't attack each other. And I'm really excited for it, but I can't find a breeder currently. I do have their home already set up and everything, but I don't have the geckos yet. What does it mean to you to be vegetarian? And why are you? In case you don't know, I'm vegetarian, and that is because, as you probably already heard from all of my previous responses, I am a big animal supporter. I love animals and I want to show them a little bit of love back because they give me so much brightness in my life. And I cannot live with the fact that because of me, animals are being hurt. I don't judge anybody who eats meat, however. I think in my lifetime, when I wasn't vegetarian yet, I probably ate more meat than you all are gonna eat in your entire life. So I don't do it because of health or anything, because everything else I eat now that I'm vegetarian, I only eat noodles and pizza all the time. So no, I don't care about the health too much. I do care about the health of the animals though. When did you put makeup on for the first time? And my first time putting on makeup, I would have to lie. I am not 100% sure. Obviously, as a little child, I already put on makeup, or had my parents or friends put on makeup on me on Carnival or Halloween and stuff, but I don't count that right now. I'm counting the like real life makeup and the beauty makeup, you know. I think it was probably sometime around when I was 12, I think. Not quite sure, but something around that time. What inspired you to start with makeup? Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I just wasn't pretty. I just didn't think I was pretty. Well, I didn't want to be girly. I wouldn't wear like pink makeup or whatever. I would wear black eyeliner in my waterline and stuff. I didn't want to be girly. I just wanted to look better. If it was like a male or female way, I didn't care. I just wanted to look better, and I found it cool to wear black eyeliner in your waterline. So I wore it, but yeah, it was mainly because I wanted to make myself look better. I didn't think I looked good. I was not confident in myself at all. Then somebody else on Instagram asked me, did you teach yourself how to do makeup or did you attend courses? And I taught myself. I didn't even get into watching YouTube videos or whatever until like 2 years ago. I taught myself because, as I said, I just wanted to make myself look better. And whatever made me think that it would make me look better, I just put on my face, and I just did. So I didn't have anybody teach me, I didn't attend any courses, I didn't watch any videos. I just looked at my face and I was like, I hate this, I hate that, I hate that, and I'm going to change it. This is how I taught myself. Doing makeup, I just looked at my face and I was like, I want this to be changed. And since as a little kid, you don't have money for plastic surgery, I did makeup. That sounds so terrible, but it is the truth. As I said, I'm just really open. I'm an open book to everybody. Then somebody else asked me, are you feeling different seeing other ladies with less extrovert makeup? Keep on going. Thank you, by the way. I'm going to keep on going. I'm not quite sure what you mean by if I feel different seeing people with less extrovert makeup. If they make me feel different, if they like point their finger at me and be like, oh, look at her, that's so crazy, that's so ugly, I don't know, then obviously I feel excluded. But no, I mean, all of my friends really wear way less makeup than me, so I'm used to it. That's just normal to me. What I oftentimes do think, I look at them and I go, I wish I could be this confident, or I wish I would look like that with just mascara, but I don't. How do you feel without makeup? Now that's a hard one. It has changed through my time in America and a little bit before. I started working a lot on my mental health and on myself. So that is why I'm able to even sit in front of the camera without makeup. But before that, I wore makeup. I wouldn't even leave the house without wearing makeup. I wouldn't even bring out the trash or walk my dog without putting on makeup. And with makeup, I mean a lot of makeup. I don't mean just like an eyeliner or some mascara or whatever. I mean eyebrows, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara at the least. I hated my appearance without makeup. If we talk about now, I still don't feel good about it, but I've accepted it. I'm like, I don't look good, but I still go outside, and I even talk to people that I know. Back in the day, I would like hide if anybody was me. Nowadays, I accepted it. I'm okay with it now. Like, I still don't like the way it looks. I still don't feel good without it. I feel like something's missing, and my whole personality kind of changes when I don't wear makeup. It's like a totally different me, but it's not me, Like you can just tell that I don't feel comfortable because I'm just not the person that I usually am. That is, it's weird. I know, it's weird. I'm not telling anybody that is normal, but that's just how I am. Sorry. Next question is, what inspired you to do your own YouTube channel? That's a lot of things that played into this. A lot of really deep things as well. Not all of them are positive. So first of all, lots of people have always told me I should start YouTube and whatever, and I was like always like, yeah, I wouldn't be creative enough, and no, I'm not gonna do it and whatever. But as I've already mentioned before, I have worked a lot on my mental health, and I keep on trying to become a better person and reinvent myself and get to know myself better in different ways. So I try to learn new hobbies, try to cook, try to learn new things in general. And so YouTube is one of these things. I just wanted to use the time to kind of fight my bad mental state. That's the goal of it. Use it as a feeling of success. Whenever I do my nails or my makeup, or when somebody plays a video game, that is what you're striving for, right? Winning. And that's kind of what I try to do on a regular too, see the beauty in every day and like make the best out of everything. So do so many different things and getting good at it. So this is one of the things I try to reinvent myself and get good at. And just get that feeling that I achieved something, that I did something with my time, and that I didn't just sit in bed and be depressed all day. That I had something to do, Why is my channel in English? Why do I do English videos? And that is really easy to answer. I have friends all over the world and I want all of them to be able to see me and watch my videos. And I want to use the language that most people understand. I am aware that some German people cannot keep up with everything I say all the time, but they can still keep up better than people from the USA or people from South Africa or whatever that don't understand any German. At least my German friends and family members understand basic English and understand a little bit. And even if they don't, they can still turn on their subtitles. So then the last two questions, and I saved for last because they're pretty juicy. Do you have a boy or girlfriend? And I didn't want to tell you all, you guys. I wanted to keep it secret for a little bit, but I'm gonna get him right now. Alright y'all, he doesn't want to come up here. Sorry, I was just trying to make a joke here. Do dogs count? My dog? Yeah? No? Okay. Well, no. I do not have a boyfriend or girlfriend. And that also plays in with the other question. Are you currently in love? And again, do dogs count? If dogs count, then yes. No, I'm not, and I'm pretty happy with that. Like, I don't know how to say, it's really freeing to be single. I'm pretty happy. I'm single and I'm happy with it, and I can focus on myself, and no, I do not want a boyfriend or girlfriend anytime soon. Yeah, that is it. These were all my questions. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope all of y'all's questions have been answered. You all know me a little bit better now. If you have any more questions to me, just let me know and comment them down below and I will answer them for you. I hope you have a great rest of your day and week, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye!